Good morning, everybody. It's Louise Jenner, the Dream Job Coach, here for day 4 of our series discussing limiting beliefs that can hold us back in our professional lives. And today we're talking about CVs, okay? And you may have the limiting belief that says, oh, my CV isn't good enough. It may be that you believe that employers are only looking at your qualifications, and it's just not true. Okay, let's dispel this myth. Okay, your CV, if you feel like your CV is not good enough, ask yourself what's not good enough about it. It's not what you've done or what you haven't done. It's not what qualifications you have or what you don't have. It's how you're presenting it. Okay, so here's the thing. When we leave school, when we leave education, usually all we have to show for our achievements at that point are our qualifications. So we're told, put your name and address at the top of your CV, put something about yourself, and then start to list your qualifications and your interests and your hobbies. Now, at that point, it's really important. Your qualifications are really important at that point, because there is nothing else apart from how brilliant you are as the captain of the school team or whatever that you can put on your CV. But as we progress through our careers and as we get some experience under our belt, it is definitely your experience that is more important, more employable than the qualifications that you did or didn't get years and years ago. Okay, so one of the things that I would recommend that you do straight away on your CV, if you haven't done so already, is to change some of the layout and to change some of the titles. So first of all, a lot of people will put their name, address and contact details right at the top of their CV. Now, your name needs to be there, but the rest of that, your contact details, could come lower down or to one side. The top section is the premium sales section of your CV. So you want something to be a little bit more dynamic there. And you definitely don't need to write out the words curriculum vitae or CV up at the top of your CV. We know it's a CV. What about the other things with your layout? Have a little personal statement or a little profile at the top if you wish, although there is some discussion at the moment about whether even that is necessary. Top of your CV now wants to be your career summary. Okay, not your qualifications unless you are 22, 18, 16, whatever. Not your qualifications, your career summary. Complete your career summary. You probably only need to go back about 5 years. Make sure that your career summary includes the positions that you've held that are most recent and most relevant to the job that you are applying for. And then your qualifications can come next. When you're thinking about your qualifications, don't necessarily have to put where you got them. Okay, if your university was particularly prestigious, go for it. Okay, otherwise, what the qualification is absolutely fine. We don't need to have all of the detail about which university it was or which school it was. And certainly, if you're middle of your career or further on, you probably don't even need to go back to your school days, okay? Because your future employer is hiring the person you are now and not the person that you were then. And they are more likely to hire you based on your experience than what you did when you were at school 20 odd years ago. Okay, so what else is bugging you about your CV? Let me know in the comments if you feel like your CV is not good enough. Let me know if you've got any questions about your CV. And in fact, if you're watching this video and you want to send me a DM or an email or something to say, will you have a look at my CV, Louise? Will you tell me what you think? Please do that as well. I'd be happy to have a look at your CVs if you pop them on an email to me. And my email address is louise@louisejenner.com. Also, if you're really stuck and you're thinking, I just don't even know what to put on my CV, I don't know how to word it, I don't know how to lay it out so that it stands out in my dream employer's inbox, then also please take a look at the top of my page or on my website. You will see a link to my guide for writing a standout CV that your dream employer will actually want to read. Okay, so let's recap. Qualifications are not what it's all about. Okay, clearly if you're wanting to become a brain surgeon or something very highly technical, you're going to need the qualifications for that role. But for most of us, it's what you've done that's relevant to what you want to do that is important. So focus on your career summary, focus on your experience rather than your qualifications on your CV. And I promise you, your chances of getting an interview are going to fly, going to go skyward. Thank you very much for listening today. If you have any questions, as I said, let me know and I will speak to you tomorrow. Tomorrow's limiting belief is going to be this idea of, what if I fail? What if I try, I'm feeling like I'm not good enough, and what if I apply for these jobs and spend loads of time on it and then I don't get an interview? What's the point, kind of thing? We're going to be looking at that limiting belief tomorrow. I hope this one has been useful to you today with your CV, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.